Hello friends, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome in. My name is Helen. I am coming to you from my home in Auckland, New Zealand, where I live with my partner and my son. And 3 cats, 2 of which currently have the zoomies, so hence why the door is mostly shut. Yeah, it's been a month. This is the first chance I've had to record here. There we go. It is Tuesday the 5th of August. This is Swanee. Where are you, bud? Where'd you go? Are you there? Yeah. Oh, I see those big eyes. You got the zoomies. Can you come up? Oop. Oh, he's just hiding from the kitten who was like a quarter of his size. Right. So yes, that's me. Yeah, I had goals last month. You know how many of them I hit? 0. It was a busy month, but I did get a decent chunk of cross-stitch done on one project. Project I'm talking about is Van Gogh Never Leveled Up by A. Trier, charted by Unconventional cross-stitch. I started the month, I've got a little note here, started the month on 7,188 stitches out of 40,000 done, which was 17.97%. I monogamously stitched on this. I wanted to stitch on others, but that wasn't going to happen. We had my stepkids up, we had friends over, it was nuts, it was fun. It was still a really good month, especially for my stitching, because I think it is one of my currently highest stitching months. I stitched 3,279 stitches, taking me up to 10,467 with 26.17% complete. My goal was to stitch 6,320. So I did quite a bit less. But that's fine. So I tried to do the Tour de France, and that was apparently too much, but I did manage to get the 2,500 I tried to do for my standard monthly goal for it, and the 500 it was drawn for Whip Go. The other Whip Go was 500 on cats or fancy ladies. We'll pretend that didn't happen. It's getting close. I'll soon be able to do it, but we'll talk about that. So, without further ado, I should have shown you the preview of how she looked before, and here she looks now. Look, she's in a frame now, rather than in a hoop. She looks great. I am working columns down a page to page completions, and I'm also now working almost 2 columns. I tend to try and focus my stitches, like I'll do this column, but the stitches are over here. I'll pick them up as well and do them, and then I'll pick up whatever's left in this one, do the next one. So I think it's a column and a half, kind of. But yes, so I was roughly like down here somewhere. So I've done a decent chunk. I'm very happy. I loved bringing in that piranha plant. It was a nice way to end the month. It was so neat being in the reds and the oranges. It's cricket going into a shelf. The door was supposed to be a deterrent, guys. So yes, there we go. Very neat. I think the full size will end up somewhere just over here, full width, and then I get to work down. So 25% means I get to new start, right? Right? No. It usually is. I usually do like 25% do a new start. However, I am now out of frames. I have to put in this one in here where it kind of belongs. It sits so nicely. I've got only 4 frames. 2 big ones like this and 2 smaller ones. I'm trying to figure this out. About like this size. Yeah. It's about 2 of these, probably a little bit smaller. I've got Lady Slipper and Faces of Fairy by Jasmine Beckett Griffith in those 2 small ones. I've got one more large one which holds my duck, the duck sampler, which you've seen before. You would have seen it last month. Yes. I can't have a new start unless I put it in a hoop. Which does mean any new start has to be small. Yeah, this is all I stitched on for an entire month. I got so burnt out, but it's fine. I did do like a little spreadsheet so I could keep track of how many I stitched per day. And there were too many days where there were zeros. Way too many days. So the aim is this month to change it, even if it's just one stitch on something. Preferably not one stitch though, I like to get at least a length. But so far I'm keeping up with that. I've stitched every day for the past 4 days. I haven't stitched any today because I just got out of it. And cats, I still have my morning coffee. But I do have duck sample all set up. Because with Gogh, which I will shove somewhere up top, my little drawings for it, it was 12 and 15, which brought up my lady slipper and my duck sampler, the Quaker. So lady slipper will be getting 500 stitches, and duck sampler will be getting 500 stitches. And spoiler alert, they're both done. I won't show you yet. I'll show you with the August wrap up, film at the beginning of September. The lady slipper has gotten 1600 stitches over 3 days, and the Quaker hit 500 last night. So I am very happy with that. I need coffee. Some you. So I do have a bit of an extra goal with the Quaker because I'm working on a motif. I want to get it finished, maybe a little bit more, and then I'll be back on to my 2,500 for Van Gogh Never Leveled Up. But I'm also going away next weekend, taking a 3-day trip to go and visit my stepkids. So I need to take down the smaller projects. So I'm thinking I'm going to take my New Zealand flag Quaker by Vivsters, who I believe has actually just started up her own website, getting off Etsy. So I will find the link and shove it down below so that you can support her directly there rather than Etsy claiming a fee. I prefer. So I'll probably take that one down with me. But I am kitting up a couple. I will show you what I'm kitting up. Show you one of the things I'm kitting up. I'm only missing 2 colours from this one. I went to go to the Spotlight yesterday and they were missing 2 of the colours. And they're on special for like $1 each. So I went a little nuts. I am almost ready to start Duck Hunt. I'll have to get the links and stuff. It's another big one. It has got a big frame, so I need to clear a frame before I can start Duck Hunt. But, and I'll shove pictures up because I'm not getting up to go get it. I just got the fabric in and I'm only missing 1 colour to start Rose of Sharon by Mirabilia. This is an out of print pattern. So I'm going to take it out of the library and make a few working copies. And there will be a few working copies so I can stuff up and not care. It's also going to need a big frame. I've been looking at my stitch counts this morning. The Quaker is over 1/3. It hit 33% last night. And it has roughly 10,000 stitches left on. And there's a huge part of me that wants to bust it out so I can put one of these new ones on a frame. Or I buy a new frame. Or 2. Which is also very tempting. It might just be easier for you to do that. My boyfriend asked me the other night how many works in progress I have. I'm like, less than double digits, I believe. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I've got 7 written down here. I've got Faces of Fairy, I've got Pokemon Starters, which isn't currently a whip because it got UFO'd. It's kitted, ready to go, except I might just go and buy fresh colours for all of it. The Quaker, New Zealand Flag Quaker, Lady Slipper, Meow.com, Van Gogh. I also have a couple of smalls, one called Hello Winter out of a magazine, which I should get done since this winter. I've got a small, the Paco Tiger I started from Mania a couple of years ago. and then lost the pattern, but I found the pattern again. So I should get that done. That's a cat. And yeah, an Animal Crossing Stitch Along. I want to say it was possibly Stuart Cunningham. I could be wrong, but I haven't even done the frame, and I don't think I've picked the right fabric. Maybe that's how it needs to be UFO'd. Maybe. It's one of those cases where like you sort of grow as a stitcher and you realise that you've done the wrong thing. Because doing 1.5 stitches on 25 count is horrible. You're not doing it. Oh, I am doing it over 2. I should go look at it again. You know what? I should go do that. I'll put that on my to-do list, and I think I've got all the monthly things printed out too. I'm going to do a reassessment to where I'm at. But yes, so far this month it's Lady Slipper, which I've done the Gogh on. I'm just going to go through and do a few others because I lost one of my colours during the move. One of my floss bobbins, so I went and picked that up yesterday. So I'll fill in the gaps that are annoying me because I skip past them. I'll do that. I'm going to finish off this motif and probably a little bit more on Ducks to the Quacker Quaker. I'm going to get my 2,500 stitches in. I'm going to take New Zealand flag Quaker away with me for a weekend, and then I need to figure out what project I can take into work. Because I got a job. It's casual right now. With these hours available, I get called in, but I got a job. Happy. Means I can spend more money on my crafty stuff and all the hobbies. I do have one more thing to show you. My eldest stepdaughter. They're not the eldest, but she's the only one that's not an adult. When they were here visiting, she asked if she could start a cross stitch. So we got some fabric, we flipped through some patterns, we loaded her up on Pattern Keeper so she knows she can go onto my tablet and use it. She's doing the pattern, it's called Kitty Tea, I believe. Yeah, Kitty Tea. Do the mock up. So it's very cute. Very, very loves it to bits. Working away on it. She is at 39% even. It's got 723 stitches in it. So I gave her her own little kit. It's got all her little colours and everything in here she needs. All she has to do is borrow my scissors. And she started on the edge because I think the plan is to fit another one in this side. So that's hers. They come back to visit September for a week. She'll probably get some good progress. She's already picked out the next pattern she wants to do. But I've done the whole, we can kit it up, we can get it ready, but you've got to finish this one first because you're not here often enough to get it done. And she's okay with that. And then my stepson also now wants to do one, so we're going to go through next time he's here. Get a pattern for him. Get him all kitted up as well. I'm waiting for the youngest to turn around and say she wants to do it because she's quite crafty as well. She likes colouring in. So that's it. That's all current plans. I've taken all my before photos for next month. So I will see you. I'll see you next month. Bye.